Hello everybody, welcome back. Yeah, I went to political meeting and came back. To me, going to political meeting is like it serves dual purposes. First, it's good. They're my friends, okay, so uh, it's socialization for me. And second, it's also like a school class. Learn from all those wonderful people. So yeah, it was good. It was like 2.5 hours. It was good. All right. So I thought about this when I was taking a bath before going to that meeting, uh, and I kind of got some idea. Okay, so uh, perhaps we might end up getting a differential equation, right? And then differential equation, I'm not very good at it. Okay, um, but from my impression is this. I think this differential equation is more of an art as opposed to system, right? Differential equation it's more like an art. It's like a trial and error, like kinda. It's like collection of different techniques and kind of guessing game, kind of. Okay, that's at least my impression. Okay, what differential equation, how to solve it, design. Yeah, this I could be wrong. Okay, so but I did order scientific graphing calculator, Texas Instrument. Surprised they have now colors, 11 colors. So I bought, ordered that from Amazon, and also I bought this book that I used to have. Now I don't, so I reordered that. Was that it's like a applied mathematics, kind of engineering mathematics, right? Because I think I should perhaps study a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, whatever. So I ordered that, and but I do not believe we need anything fancy like free analysis, which is great. Uh, I don't think we need that. Okay, I think we know enough to model this, because it shouldn't be that difficult. All right. Yeah. So, but before we go ahead and try to model that kind of sine curve, cosine curve, before that, let's step back and try to understand this population model, the exponential model of population growth. Okay? Yeah. So I kind of felt a need to step back and okay, let's grab another whiteboard and get the party started. Okay, so okay. Yeah. So what happened in the political meeting? Well, they kindly and generously let me speak for like, I guess 1 minute. Uh, I mean, there was no time limit or anything. There's just if you're running for some position, yeah, stand up, and I was one of them running for Alaska State Senate. So I said, yeah, I'm not so serious about this. It's just a hobby. Uh, but yeah, I'm running against our awesome senator, blah blah blah, right? I just tried to be cute, okay? So I wasn't like sarcastic or anything, okay? So uh, just try to be cute. Uh, yeah, it's prime number, okay? We'll do this later, all right? Now, yeah. So yeah, and what else did I say in the political meeting? Yeah, I'm running against this our awesome senator, so and so, and then um, yeah, I'm running because as an educational experience for me, and also as a pretext to get out there and meet new people. Okay, so but if you elect me and if I get elected, if you vote for me and if I get elected, yeah, then I'll do it. Okay, so that's what I said. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Now, population growth. Okay, there are two ways to look at it. Okay, discrete manner, like integers, natural numbers, or continuous manner. All right, so we'll derive that y is exponential, which is very simple. Okay, if it's discrete manner, okay, just think about this. Okay, you have initially there are three organisms. Let's say insects. Three insects. Okay, what happens to this insect? That some kind of fly, right? It some species of flies. I mean, I don't know how they call it. Mayfly, I guess. Mayfly, right? The kind that fish love to eat. Yeah, yeah. Mayfly. They is it? My phone is charging. So mayfly, yeah, they mate, reproduce, and die, right? So it's their model. Okay, so fourth generation, there are three mayflies. All right, so and each mayfly, let's say it produced two of them. Okay, two children, and then they die. So next generation, six mayflies. Okay, let's say they reproduce by binary fission, just like bacteria. Okay, for the sake of simplicity, next generation, each mayfly have two children. Okay, binary fission, and then they die. Now, question is, what's the number of nth generation mayfly? This is generation zero. Fourth generation, second generation. How about nth generation? How many mayflies are there? Okay. Uh, so yeah, let's say function population p of n. Okay. Function of n. What is it? I'll let you solve it. Okay. Nth generation. How many mayflies are there? Population. Okay. In nth generation. All right. So if you want, please fill in the blank. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, so it's a piece of cake, right? Yeah. What is it? Piece of cake, right? Just goofing around, okay? Yeah, I mean, to make a cake, that's not easy, but to eat a cake, that's easy, right? That's what I mean. I don't know how to make a cake, okay? I eat cake once in a while, okay? The corner piece, yeah, once in a while. Yeah, I was that 3 times, two to the end, right? Yeah. When n is 0, 3, right? So, yeah, that's all there is. Okay, so this initial population, P0, right? Multiply by number of children, okay? So, on average, right? So, that's to generalize, okay? So, okay, so that's that. Now, if we want to derive this equation, this exponential equation, using not discrete but continuous way, then we are dealing with a differential equation. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, so time n. Okay, well, it's like this. Okay, so we'll use f for function. Okay, shoot, I'm not good at this. All right, so f function uh, t plus delta t, just in a classical definition of a differentiation, right? Yeah, limit delta t goes to 0 is like instantaneous speed of growth of population. Okay, okay, we want this to be okay, so we have time 1 and time 2. Okay, let's say this it happens in 1 second. All right, for example, yeah, limitation we do later. Okay, so in 1 second, one generation interval between two generations, with generation 0, 1, 2, right? So that's the delta t. Okay, and then because all this guy die out, so f delta this minus this. Let's say they don't die out. All right, let's say they don't die out. Okay, so then let's say just like bacteria, they live forever. Okay, yeah, binary fission, but they never die, right? Bacteria, yeah, in a way, they are like forever young, kind of binary fission, right? So bacteria, they don't die, they just divide by two, divide by two. One way to look at it. Okay, so the bacteria is kind of like eternal salvation, Jesus. We joked about that, right? I'm sorry if you're offended, but it doesn't mean anything. Okay, I'm a Christian myself. Okay, but at the same time, I'm half secular, so that's why I'm able to joke about Jesus. Okay, I'm sorry, just the way I am. All right. So actually, shoot. Before we do this, okay, yeah, let's do step by step. Okay, so nth generation is what we have Pn is equal to 3 times 2 to the n, right? Now, if these guys don't die, bacteria, because they're bacteria, then binary fission, right? Reproduction mode. Then, we'll say Gn, okay? Sorry. Generation, nth generation, how many are there? 3 times 2 to the nth, alright? Now, population after nth generation, because they never die, is equal to what? Yeah, I'm sorry about confusion of letters, okay? But population, because we are assuming they don't die. They're bacteria, okay? Can you fill in the blank here? I give you like a minute. You know, I overate. The breakfast was big. It was good, but I ate it all. Okay, so that's why I cannot drink because my stomach is full. But so yeah, it's difficult to digest when you overeat. So that's why I'm drinking this bubble of beer because carbonated drink helps digestion. Okay, so okay, you got enough time? It's just 3 plus 2 times 3 plus, I'm sorry, 3 times 2 plus 3 times 2 to the second plus blah 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 plus 3 times 2 to the nth, right? And there's it's a geometric series. So Malthus was right. Okay, population growth is geometric series. Okay, now what's the formula for that? I think it's something like 3 times 2 minus 1 over 2 minus 1. I think that's what I remember. Okay, let's look. 3 times 2 to the n minus 1, right? Let's plug it in to make sure it's correct. When n is equal to 0, 2 to the 0, 1 minus 1, okay, it fails. Okay. I think it's 2 to the n plus 1 actually, because we have n plus 1 term, right? Okay, now, yeah, when n is 0, yeah, 3, it works. When n is 2, when n is 1, 3 times 3, 9? Oh no, shoot. I forgot how it goes, really. Shoot. I think it's this. Okay, I'm sorry. It's been a long time. All right. I think it's this. Okay. Could be. We'll see. Let's see. When n is 0, no, oh my goodness, I don't remember. We'll derive it, okay? Shoot. Okay. It's easy derivation, okay? So, 2 times n, 2 times pn is equal to, yeah, it's called telescoping, okay? Telescoping. So, 3 times 2 plus 3 times, okay, 2 to the second, plus dot 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 plus 3 times 2 to the n plus 1. Okay, so you subtract it, all right? Subtract upstairs from downstairs, okay? Then pn, it becomes 2 minus 1 goes downstairs, right? And then they will cancel out, okay, except these two guys. Isn't this what we had before? Then why is it not working? When n is equal to 0, then 3, okay. When n is equal to 1, 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So 3 times 3 becomes 9. What am I doing wrong? I'm sorry, okay? My mathematics is not that good, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. This is correct. Because we are counting everything. This bacteria is no longer may fly anymore. It's, yeah, 3 plus 6, that's 9. So this is correct. Okay. Sorry. Uh, so we have that, right? In general, yeah, Pn is equal to P0 multiplied by number of children, C. Okay, so that's the general solution. We better grab another whiteboard, okay? Because looks like we should not erase this, okay? Let's take 5 minutes break, okay? So, yeah, sorry about wasting your time, but okay, we'll take a break, okay? So, yeah. All right. Can you see this? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now let's do a continuous version of this. All right, it'll be fun. I promise. What's all this? Prime number. Okay, yeah, we'll do that later, like a couple of months from now. Okay, so breaks my heart to erase this. I worked so hard on this, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, same thing. Okay, three guys, binary fission. All right, three bacteria. They live forever, ever, and ever. Okay. Okay. 0, 1, 2, and so to make a differential equation out of this, it's like this. Okay, so we'll just call it F. Okay, F. What is F? Population. Okay. So F of x t, t plus delta t minus ft. That's the increase of population between two generations. Okay, so delta t. Given that unit time, one generation, what's the increase? Twice as before. That's the you have t, time t, and t plus delta t. So the time gap one generation is delta t. Okay? So for example, you have 3 plus 6 plus 3, 6, and what was that? 12, right? 4, 4, 4, yeah, 12, right? Sum them up, right? So so that's the generation G, right? And P1, P0, 3, and 3 plus 6, 9, 9 plus 12, 21. Okay? One, 21. Okay, so ft plus delta t minus ft is equal to what? 21 minus 9, which is 12, right? 12, which is wait a minute. I guess this equation is wrong somewhat. Okay, so shoot. Again, I'm not good at differential equation. Okay, so what is ft? 9. So oh, okay, 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 okay. It's not quite that, huh? Oh, okay. Okay, 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 okay. It's actually 2 times ft minus ft minus 1. So wow. So 9 minus 3. So this guy, which is 6. 6 times 2, 12. Which is this, okay? 21 minus 9 is equal to twice of 6, which is 12, right? Okay. Phew. I do remember learning this at some point in my academic career. The is There's some differential equation, okay, but I'm not quite making a differential equation, am I? Shoot. Huh. Well, it's like actually this is like not t minus 1 but t minus delta t, okay? T minus delta t. Okay. Now it starts to make sense. Okay. This is correct equation, okay? So you have to do we have to do some limit, okay? So limit delta t goes to 0, okay? This whole thing we call it left hand side. This whole thing we call it right hand side. Okay? Now, as delta t goes to 0, what does this become? Upstairs of left hand side. F with delta t is treated like 0, okay? So delta f of t plus 0 minus ft 0, right? Divided by delta t 0. It's like 0 over 0 situation, all right? So, and so, but in calculus we call limit of left hand side, we call it f prime t, like df dt, okay? Now df dt, okay? Now period, limit delta t go to 0 of right hand side is equal to what? I'm not quite getting what I want to get. Ew. F stands for population, okay? So upstairs here is the generation, right? So let me take this jacket off. It's hot. And sorry about that gunk I used to have, okay? I realized when I was having cigarette break. Yeah, sorry about that. It looks gross, right? I'm sorry. Okay, let me take off this jacket. Okay. Oh, I got it. Now I got it. Now I remember. Because the picture gets very complex, alright? So I have to go back. Or not, I don't know. What am I doing? Yeah, I made a mistake again. I'm sorry. Oh shoot. We'll do this later. We get back to the discrete setting, alright? Ah, shoot. When we're talking about binary fission, it's like this, alright? Of bacteria. We should not add them all up like this, okay? Why? I was confused, okay? This is more like mayfly or animals, okay, have children, and children have grandchildren, right? To grandparental generation, then parental generation, and okay. This is our generation, our children, and our grandchildren, okay? And assuming they don't die, then this is the population growth model for that, okay? Assuming nobody dies, okay? Then this is correct, right? And but when it comes to bacteria, binary fission, then each row is the entire generation. Why? Because one bacteria split into two, and this guy is the child of this bacteria. So this bacteria and this bacteria is the same thing. All right. So it's not like grandparent, parent, children. No, it's not like that. So bacteria, they behave differently. They like live forever. All right. So that's the difference. Okay, I was confused. All right, so okay, all right, but we'll just leave this guy alone. All right, for now. Let's do the bacteria. Okay, so okay. Then it's now easier to correct, right? Now it makes sense. That's it. Okay. Oh, not. I don't know. Oh man, this is confusing. Really confusing. Let's go ahead and grab another whiteboard. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm fumbling. Man. I'm sorry. But it's because I don't do this for a living. Okay, I'm an amateur. Now that I digested somewhat, I can drink. All right, so yeah. Okay. Did I block your view? I'm sorry if I did. All right. Uh, I'll be more mindful of that. Okay, so better. Okay. I don't want to block the whiteboard. Then it will be pointless. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna change some numbers, alright? So instead of binary fission, we'll do triple, okay? Alright. A10, alright? So how do we term this? Differential equation, derivative. So the population used to be 2, now is 2 times 3, so that's 6. Now it's 6 times 3, 18, right? Now each row is a population, okay? So it's like bacterial division kinda. Can I cheat a little? Let me cheat a little. In calculus book, I'm not sure if there's this index in the like bacteria maybe population, or let me look it up real quick. Population growth. Okay, there it is. Of bacteria. Okay, 610. Differential equation, huh? Okay, okay. I mean, it says dp dt is equal to k times p. Okay, roughly speaking. Yeah, I mean that's what I thought, because after last episode, before I went to protocol meeting, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so but I'm having a hard time deriving it though. K is the number of children. Okay, so here 3. Okay. Okay, okay. So they are solving this differential equation. Cool. I'm gonna try to make sense of this. I'm not gonna assume this is correct, right? Because scientists, mathematicians, they're wrong all the time. Okay, so I don't care how well established this population growth model is. I don't care. Okay, because it could be still wrong, right? Like Cartesian inquiry, right? Let's take a break. I need some vocal rest. Okay, so, all right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, in the past 200 episodes, the lost episodes, I was like this. Okay. Yeah, fumbling all the time, right? Because I'm not that good at mathematics. All right, my mathematics is very short, very shallow, clunky, and it's been a while. So my apologies. All right, but well, I don't do this for a living, so that's always my excuse, right? Uh, yeah. So why am I running for Alaska State Senate? Because I want to give people choice. Okay, if they want to vote for me, yeah, let them. And if I get elected, I'll do it. All right. But yeah, do I really want to do it? Yes and no. Why? Because I'll be making less money than what I do now. Okay. So right now I barely make my living. Okay, paycheck to paycheck. That's it. All right. Slightly above American salary, about the same. Okay, about American average salary level. All right. After tax. All right. I just get to pay my bills and that's it. Okay. So when I was young or younger, I used to smoke Pomo. Actually, until about a week ago. Then I realized. Then I stopped at a gas station and then I mean went to a grocery shop and Pomo was more expensive than Marlboro. This is not product endorsement, all right. I'm telling you this for a reason, okay. Marlboro typically in that particular store, Marlboro was cheaper, all right. So I bought Marlboro, all right. And I realized it's a lot smoother than Pomo, which is typically about a dollar or two cheaper than Marlboro. Okay, so I decided to just stick with Marlboro because it's more expensive, like about $1 or $2, but it's easier on my throat. Okay, because I'm aging, right? When I was young, yeah, Pomo, no problem, right? But yeah, as you get older, yeah, you get to make more money. At the same time, you get to spend more money because you are aging. All right, so yeah. Okay, now I am struggling. Okay, because I don't really buy this. Okay, yeah, it's cool differential equation. You come up with the E, but I'm not quite convinced. Right? So I put a question mark here. Right? Because this doesn't quite make sense to me. Okay. Uh, what is left hand limit delta t goes to zero. Uh, p t plus delta t minus p t over delta t, right? Just definition of derivative. Okay, so and let's say this is delta t. Okay, from here to here. Okay, so delta t. So uh, P, so you have time t and time t plus delta t, right? T plus delta t minus p of t is equal to 12. And k is 3, right? But 12 is not equal to 3 times 6. See? So I think this population model is wrong. Yeah, it is in the calculus textbook, okay? But yeah, it doesn't matter. Even if you see something in your textbook, every single textbook in the world, it does not always mean that's the correct theory. Like demand supply curve or Einstein's special and general relativity. I disprove them all in this past 200 episodes, okay? I'll share it with you, okay? Then what's the correct equation then, if this is wrong? That's a good question. The correct equation is this, right? I mean, this equation is not correct, but it's not too bad though. But it contains some error, right? Okay, let's think about this. P t plus delta t is equal to k times p of t. Okay, that's it. I mean, if you wanna make like differential equation, sure, we can do that. Like, let's subtract p, t, okay, on both sides. Running out of space. We'll do it here, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's ghetto, right? Very ghetto. I'm sorry. We'll just go on, okay? So, you have to excuse me. Well, we'll get another whiteboard. How about that? Probably that's better, right? Yeah. Why don't you take a screenshot of this, okay? Ah, boy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Ah. Excuse me. Oh. Whew. Long day. I'm sorry, I'm such a mess. Uh, okay. Ah, boy. Now what? Okay. Shoot. So we have initially. Okay, so we got a safe space. Okay, so initially we have right. Okay. Now, okay, we're subtracting PT on either both sides. Now, delta t, delta t. Oh boy. Uh, delta t is this okay? What is delta t? Delta t is the time it takes for this bacteria to divide. This whatever bacteria, hypothetical bacteria, is dividing into three bacteria. It's not binary fission, it's triple fission, right? Hypothetically. let's take a break, okay? Because yeah, let's take a break because I need some break. Okay, so let's just take it slow. Okay, yeah, this is more challenging than I thought. More challenging than I thought. All right, so sorry about that. Okay, so. Now, yeah, I had to email somebody. Okay, I'm sorry, I was distracted. Yeah, yeah, I during my school I emailed to my friends. Okay, so because yeah, so it was in the at the corner of my back of my head. So, sorry, I was a little bit distracted. Okay, so now what? Delta t. Okay, delta t is the time it takes for reproduction. All right, time it, the time that takes for reproduction. That's what delta t is. Okay, so um, okay, where's our discrete model? It was so easier back then, right? But to make it a differential equation, it's such a mess, right? So we may just forgo this whole differential equation approach, okay? We may just forget about it. Well, because they are making too many assumptions, okay? So the population growth model, I don't think it's too wrong, but it's a model, right? And it's not too bad, but it's more of an art, not exact science. It's a model, all right. So it's instructional piece, but I don't think it's quite correct. All right. So yeah, and to come up with a better enhanced differential equation, I just don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. All right. Um, Probably I should have paid more attention in differential equation class because I audited it and I fell asleep. Why? Because I just attended the lectures. I didn't have to do homework, exams. Perhaps I should have paid more attention, okay, as opposed to falling asleep. Sorry. Let's go back to the discrete model, okay? Um, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, getting chilly. Okay. Okay. Now, the discrete model. Let's go back to discrete model. You know, a continuous model. I don't really buy it. All right. So a discrete model. Okay. So uh, so this is bacteria. Okay. It's not animals like grandfather, father, children. It's not that. All right. We have to add them up. We are not dealing with that anymore. We are dealing with bacteria. Okay. Uh, okay. So 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 2, 18. Okay, so good. So each row corresponds to actual population at time t. Okay, so uh, unit delta t. Okay, so let's say this guy is t, then this guy is t plus delta t, right? T minus delta t. Okay? And delta t is the time it takes for bacteria to perform this binary fission, reproduction. Alright, so that's delta t. Okay? Now what? Yeah, t plus delta t is equal to twice of p t, right? Now, p t plus delta t plus delta t is equal to 2 times you see this guy t, right? Now this guy is the new t, right? So which is equal to 2 times 2 times, okay, two to the second pt. Okay, so imagine this t is 0, right? So after n generation, right, p t0 plus n times delta t is equal to 2 to the nth times p of t0. Okay, I'm sorry, it's very difficult to see, right? Here, is it better? But I read it for you as I wrote. So, and this is very basic, right? So it shouldn't be too difficult to follow, right? Yeah. So this is correct equation, all right? So and the population growth model is cool. It's instructional. They you have differential equation. You have this integral on both sides. You have log natural e to the x, blah blah blah, right? But that's not correct equation. All right. This is the correct equation. Okay, so uh, the unit is delta t, which is the time it takes to reproduce for bacteria. All right. Yeah, this is a correct equation. Or the population growth model is instruction is neat, but it's wrong. Okay, so this is correct equation. All right, so yeah, t0 plus n times delta t You can call it P of t, okay? Some given time, right? P of t, population at time t, is equal to uh, 2 to the n. Where's n coming from? Oh, okay. So, okay. Let me see. So if this whole thing is t, sure, let's do it. Okay. Man, running out of space. And this blue is decent. Yeah, you can see it, right? Good. We use this space. Well, we'll use this space as well. So if we put t is equal to t0 plus n delta t, then what is n? Because we don't get rid of n, okay? Then n is equal to t minus t0 over delta t. So this equation becomes pt is equal to 2 to the t minus t0 over delta t multiplied by p times t0 initial population. Okay. Whew. Wow. That's our equation. Okay. Delta t is we can call it R for reproduction. Okay. It's the time it takes to reproduce. What is t0? Actually, it's 0. Okay. t0 is 0, right? So this whole thing becomes, how interesting, huh? This whole thing becomes, how is this green doing? You can see it? No, you can't. You cannot even see this either. Oh my goodness, this is the most important equation, our bottom line. So let's write it in black, okay, so that you can see it. P of t is equal to t, we use 2, but it doesn't have to be 2. If it's binary fission, we call it F for fission, right? How many children, you use children, how many children does this bacteria have? Like, or multiplication, we can use M. Multiplying factor, sure, we use M for multiplication, okay? Yeah. Fission, we use M, okay? M for multiplication, okay? So M, delta T, that's like reproduction, right? But it's like generation, time it takes to multiply. It's more like periodicity concept, but we already have P. We use R for reproduction, okay? So, let's use K, okay? Because that's what this textbook used. Now, we use C for children, alright? So, C, and delta T, that's reproduction cycle, period, right? Multiply by initial population. Yeah, that's the correct equation, right? So we got it. Yeah. We didn't use any differential equation. Why? We didn't have to. All right, we don't use any differentiation at all. No differential equation. Why? Because we did not have to. All right, this that population growth model is ubiquitous, it's everywhere, but it's a model. It doesn't mean anything. It's just approximation, all right? Fudge factor and whatnot, right? I don't think biologists actually use that equation, all right? It's kind of artificial construction. They use E, log natural, blah blah blah, right? No, that's more mathematically convenient, but that's not the reality of things. This is better equation because it's correct. Okay, so these mathematicians they don't understand anything about biology. Okay, so that's why they got it wrong. All right. Yeah. Now, let's plug in the numbers. Okay. Let's assume delta t, the reproduction period, okay, the time it takes, because it's cyclic, periodic, right? So periodic, let's say it's 1, okay? So let's plug in the number and make sure we didn't do anything wrong, okay? So here, initial population 3, and the children, 2 children, okay? So 2 to the, when delta t is 1, so t, 1, okay? So 2 times 3, 6. How about after 2 seconds? Okay? 2 seconds, okay? Assuming delta t is just 1, 2 seconds. So 2 to 2, 4. 4 times 3, 12. Oops. Shoot. So this is 2. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was confused. Our equation is correct. Okay, so twice. 4, 4, 4. 12. Okay? This equation is correct. This is the correct population model. That e to the x, that's not biological. That's mathematically convenient, and it's wrong equation. Okay, the reasoning there, I understand what they're saying, but their assumption was wrong. Okay, this is correct equation. Okay, very good. I better write this down, okay, because this is significant because we disproved what's in mathematics textbook because they don't understand biology, right? So we do. So that's why they got it wrong and we got it right. Okay? Yeah. Publication material, okay? Kinda. We proved them wrong, right? So very good. Okay. This is correct equation, okay? Let's say it takes 2 seconds instead of 1 second. Okay? It takes 2 seconds for this bacteria to divide. All right. If that's the case, it takes 4 seconds, twice time, 2 times 2. All right. Is it confusing? All right. Let's say it takes 3 seconds for one bacteria to divide by two, binary fission. All right. Let's say it takes 3 seconds. Right. Then it takes 6 seconds to go through 2 cycles of binary fission. Right? Bacteria, they don't just divide and divide. They have to be big enough, before they divide by two. They need to replicate their DNA. Okay? So they need some time to absorb some nutrients from their environment. They need to eat before they reproduce. So it does take time. Okay? So, for this bacteria population to go through these 2 cycles of reproduction, 2 generations, right? 2 cycles, okay, 2 delta T's. It will take 6 seconds. If it takes 3 seconds for a bacterium to divide into two. Okay? So this makes perfect sense. Okay, so you have to divide by this reproduction period. Yeah, 6 seconds divided by 3, 2 generations. Okay, so 2 to the 2, 4, 4 times 3, 12. We got it, all right? So their model is wrong, okay? It's fancy, right? Differential equation, this, yeah, you have log natural, you have integral, blah, 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 but they are wrong. Your initial condition. I see what they're saying. I learned that before. Okay, that's why I remembered. But their equation is wrong equation. It's a wrong model. It's not too wrong, but it's inferior to ours. This is more correct. Okay? So we corrected the wrong. All right. Very good. Very good. 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 Good stuff. Okay, let me take a picture and then we'll take a break. Okay, so yeah, being in the textbook, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, you have to conduct Cartesian inquiry. You have to doubt it. All right, so look at us. We corrected it, right? Okay. Good. Let's take a break, okay? So, whew, that was good, very good. This is cool. This is continuous version, by the way. All right, it's no longer discrete. Okay. Yeah. Yes, it is differentiable. But when we came up with this equation, this formula, we did not use differential equation. We did not use any integration, derivative, differentiation. We didn't use differential equation or any calculus. Why? Is it because I don't know anything about calculus? I mean, I don't know anything about differential equation? Not really. We didn't use differential equation, derivative, integration because we did not need to. Okay? Okay? This is correct equation, okay? If I needed to use differential equation, I would have studied it and then came back, all right? Or not, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm lazy ass, okay? Because I'm lazy, I'm gonna take a break, okay? So, let's take a break, okay? Very good. I'm fully satisfied. So let's put this calculus book back there, back in the shelf. Okay. Um, how do you feel about this? Hmm? If you ask me, I feel very good about this. Huh? Good. I like this. Did I take a picture of this? I- Yeah, I did. I did. All right. You know, my right hand, my right wrist is hurting, is sore because I've been writing all this. All right. So I'm gonna have to use my left hand. I'm bidextrous, okay? I mean ambidextrous. So no problem, okay? I use my left hand, all right? That's why we have two hands, you know? Right hand sore, yeah, we'll give it a break. We use left hand, okay? No problem. Yeah, we don't need this diagram anymore, okay? So Earth theatrical stage. We don't need that. Let's take a break, okay? So we found a formula model, correct model for population growth. All right. We have two. The first one is more like animals, like grandfather, father, son, like a person, a child, then parents, grandparents. Okay. And the formula for that was population. Okay. PN is discrete model. All right, is equal to P0 number of children. Okay, so -1. Yeah, it's a geometric series summation, right? Geometric series formula. Okay, so that's the discrete model. Discrete because we are dealing with natural numbers, right? Generation zero, generation whatever. Okay, so yeah. What happens when n is zero? Yeah, p0, c-1, c-1 cancel out, p0, p0. Good. That's all we need. All right. So for verification purpose. Now, this is discrete model. We're dealing with one generation, second generation, third generation. We're dealing with integers, positive integers. That's why it's discrete level, discrete model. Okay. Continuous model. This is more model for like binary fission. All right. What's the interrelationship between the two? Is this okay? So in bacteria, they live forever, right? They never get old, right? But in animals, like Homo sapiens, grandparents, they don't reproduce. They're just too old to reproduce. They're past the age of reproduction. Okay, so they don't die just like May flies. let me look it up. Is it mayfly? Because I don't want to misquote. Okay, so mayfly. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it is mayfly, right? Yeah, fish they love mayflies, right? Yeah. Hey, we people or animals, they are not like mayflies. After they reproduce, they continue to live. They don't just die like mayflies, right? Who just mate, reproduce, and die, right? They are insects, right? Some insects are like that, but animals, we are not like that. After Homo sapiens, for example, after we mate, we meet, mate, uh, we meet, marry, mate, and then reproduce. After that, we live on. Maybe we may retire, but we don't just die right away after we give birth to children, right? No. Salmon do after they give birth to their eggs. Yeah, they do die. Salmon, but we are doing Salomon, right? Salmon. I'm sorry, it doesn't make any sense, right? But how about all the lyrics of the songs? They just want to rhyme, right? That's why lyrics of any song that rhymes very well, it doesn't make any sense. Why? Because they pick words that rhyme each other. That's why their sentences make absolutely no sense. Like, bye bye, Miss American Pie. Makes no sense, right? Miss American Pie, bye bye. Drove me to the levee. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but what whatever was dry. Though that lyric doesn't make any sense because whoever lyricist, the songwriter of that song, American Pie, was so concerned about rhyming, so at the expense of sensibility, it makes no sense, right? Because it's just rhyme. They want to rhyme, right? That's why all the lyrics, poems, it sounds kind of mysterious, but no, it's just nonsensical because they want to rhyme, right? So that's why all those song lyrics doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't. Okay, they're not trying to be mysterious. No, they're just trying to rhyme. Okay, so just connecting some random words that ends or starts with the same vowel or consonant, right? Dirt chip, dirt chip. Anyways, we got it. Okay, let me take a picture of this. Let me write this down too. Okay. The discrete one, I didn't write it down. Okay, so I'll use my left hand. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember now something else I said in the political meeting. Okay, they're like my parents. Okay, they're so nurturing, right? Yeah, they're just like my parents. Okay, very nurturing, perhaps somewhat pampering. So, they let me speak. Okay, so yeah, I said, yeah, I like doing things differently, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, I run for Alaska State Senate, but I'm not gonna do any campaigning. You know, I'm not gonna accept any campaign donation, fundraiser. I'm not gonna do any of that. All right. I'm not gonna put any road sign. No. All I'm gonna do is once in a while I write to local newspapers. I call to local radio talk shows. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, which is true. That's I'm not gonna take any donation. If somebody give me money, I will say thank you and return their money, and actually I will give them my own money if there are not too many of them. Okay, some gift card with my own money. Okay, hopefully nobody donate me any money because I'm busy, right? I don't have time to spend my time or donated money for campaign because I'm not interested in that kind of activity. Why? It's boring. My time is better spent on this. Okay? I give people choices. Okay? If they elect me, vote for me, and if I get elected, God forbid. I'm kidding. Okay? I couldn't help. Okay? This joke. If they get, if they vote for me and if I do get elected, I'll do it. I'm giving them choices. Okay? I'll be happy to do so. Okay? I'm okay either way. Alright? Yeah. But I'm pro choice. And I'm running for Alaska State Senate as a Republican. Oops. Uh oh. Trouble, right? I am pro choice. Why? Because it saves money, okay? I mean, it's too expensive to give birth to a baby. And then, if the single mother cannot raise this baby, she will depend on the government, taxpayers' money to raise this child, right? It becomes too expensive, right? It is cheaper to have abortion, okay? Even if it is taxpayer-funded abortion clinics, it's still cheaper than raising this child with taxpayers' money because they are single mothers, all right? Uh, so economically, because I'm an economist as well, it is cheaper to have abortion than uh, give forcing these women to have unwanted child when they don't want to have it, right? It's also a matter of individual freedom. Right? Republican parties, they're always all about the individual freedom, right? But when it comes to abortion, they don't want individual choices, right? Because they're Christians, right? Yeah, I understand, but I'm pro-choice, so that's why uh, I don't get any party support because I tell them, yeah, I'm pro-choice. I'm not pro-life. I'm pro-choice. I'm liberal in that sense, more like a Democrat. Democrats, okay, secular. So, and I don't ask for party support. Okay, why? Because my campaign, well, it's like zero penny campaign. Okay, I'm not gonna. I do spend my own money somewhat going to these political meetings. I do spend my time, but I'm not gonna accept any donations, right? Because if I accept any donation, I have to spend that for campaign purpose. I have to report it, accounting. I don't have time for it. I have better things to do, like this. Okay, so yeah, if people want to vote for me, let them. If they, if I get elected, I'll do it gladly. All right, but I'm okay either way, and they know it. All right, because I tell my friends, they're my friends. Okay, so they know I'm pro-choice because I tell them. They tolerate me. Okay, Republicans, do you think they are bad? No, they're not bad. They are very tolerant people. Republicans, okay. Democrats, they are tolerant too. Half of my friends are Democrats, okay. Well, one third. Republican, independent, undeclared, independent slash undeclared, and Democrats, they're all my friends, okay. 30% each, right? How about the other 10%? Apolitical people who really don't care about politics. I have friends there too. People who never go to election booth, who never vote. I have some friends like that. Okay, so yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, we have about 1 hour left. So good. Okay, we'll be right back. Oh. Okay, we are back. Forget about all this, okay? It's not that important. Mathematics, whatever, right? Yeah, it's fun, right? And yes, it is important, okay? But let's just chill. How about that, huh? Hey, it's my Saturday too. Let's just chill and chat. How about that? I know how to rhyme, okay? Because I've written a lot of poems back in the days when I used to date ladies, like love poems, like very cheesy, over the top, kinda like like I love writing love poems. Okay, when I was dating back then, and then next day I reread it, what I wrote, but I like over the top, cheesy, right? Yeah. Have you had that experience before? I'm sure you have. Especially if you are male. I cannot speak for women, okay, because I'm not a woman. I never understand women, okay? Probably that's why I'm single. I don't understand a single woman in this planet, on this planet, okay? I don't. It's not just me. I talked to this gentleman a while ago, okay, who been married to his wife for decades, never divorced, right? Obviously, he was decades older than me. He said, "You know what? I've been married to my wife for decades, okay? My first love, okay? Never divorced, first marriage, alright? But I still don't understand my wife, okay? Yeah, because we are plumbed differently, right? Yeah, it's just different. Yeah, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, meaning we're just different species, okay? Men, women, we think differently, we feel differently. It's just from another planet, totally different species, okay? Yeah, yeah. I try to look nice, okay? So I do my best. Anyways, what do we talk about? How about politics? Okay, so what about politics? We are not going to mathematically model politics, not now, maybe later, okay? But we are done with mathematics for this session. Yeah, after this episode is over, I sing and dance YouTube video, okay? If I have energy to do so. Yeah, but I kind of miss dancing, okay? So, or maybe I will dance here on camera without any music because I cannot violate any copyrights, okay? You clap for me, okay? Heartbeat, like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, then I can dance, alright? But if you clap, I cannot hear you. It's one way camera, one way transmission. It's not two ways. It's not walkie talkie, alright? Yeah, whatever. Let's talk about this Ms. Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah, I got distracted. Like her last name is Holmes, or Sherlock Holmes. Or what's that Supreme Court justice's name? Is that Oliver Wendell Holmes, something like that? Justice Holmes. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that guy because he said something like, uh, "Law is more about experience, not logic." Let me look him up. Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. The life of the law has not been logic, it has been experience. So yeah, that's why I don't like him very much. Okay, he has U.S. Supreme Court justice. Yeah, but no law. It has to do with logic. Experience, yes, yeah, empiricism, but it has to do better to do with also rationalism too. Half and half balance. Empiricism and rationalism. Empiricism more like British, right? Rationalism more continental Europe. Yeah, you should strike some balance, okay? It's discriminatory, okay, against continental Europe. This some school of ideologies, okay, so yeah. Just kidding, okay? Just making some jokes. I need some lip balm, okay? Chapstick. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes, Hemlock Shears, Arthur Conan Doyle, and Arsène Sherlock Holmes and Arsène Lupin by Maurice Leblanc. Okay, British versus French. Okay, they can. I got distracted. Okay, so I forgot about that topic, but I remember why because I don't smoke marijuana. I'm against marijuana smoking. Okay, is it okay to say? Google YouTube reviewer examiner. Is it okay to say I oppose marijuana consumption? Because marijuana kills short-term memory. Cigarette, I smoke cigarette, tobacco. It enhances short-term memory. It's something I learned in psychology class. Okay, there are some goods in psychology. Okay, but we are humanologists. But we appreciate psychologists and psychology, some part of it. Okay, so yeah, because they got some validity, right? Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I remember things. Okay, yeah. So let's talk about Ms. Elizabeth Holmes. She's like she got some patterns. Okay. Uh, but she was more like an imitator wannabe, right? Like her hero, Steve Jobs, right? But she didn't have. She got ideal. Yeah, just drop of blood. Because she's famous. Okay, I learned about her in this recent news. She's very beautiful lady. Yeah, big blue eyes, white skin, blonde hair, tall, slender, but not anorexic, not overweight. Okay, she's very beautiful lady. Narrow shoulder, no plastic surgery, no tattoos, no piercings. Okay, long hair, very beautiful lady. So and there was this news about a week ago about her trial. So I was curious. So I read that news and I never heard about her name, Ms. Elizabeth Holmes. Never heard that name before, ever. Okay. So I looked her up. Alright. There's Wikipedia article. There's a YouTube video. There's even documentary about her in YouTube. Okay. I watched that. Yeah, she's this inventor. Okay. That's the documentary's title. I watched that. It's about like 2 hours long. Okay. It was very well made documentary. Okay. Yeah, there's some good directors in Hollywood. Very good directors, writers. Okay. Yeah. So I don't just discount Hollywood flat out. There's still good people there. Okay, very talented ones. Okay. So it was very well made documentary. Very smart. Very smartly cinematographed. This visual effect and narrative writing. It was very well done. All right. So yeah, this Ms. Elizabeth Holmes, she had ideal, yeah, one drop of blood, detecting all the diseases or health condition. That's idealistic. She is an idealist. She got ideal, right? As opposed to this invasive, this vein, blood drawing, this all this was tube after tube after tube. All right, like milking the cow, right? I made this joke when they were drawing my blood for annual checkup. Oh yeah, I feel like a cow. You're making my blood. The nurse just smiled. Okay. Yeah, so she wanted to change that. Just one single drop of blood, okay, as opposed to these tubes and tubes and tubes of like milking a cow or drawing blood. That was her ideal. But she did not have an idea how to go about that. Perhaps one day it's possible. So ideal versus real and ideal versus idea. She got ideal, but she didn't have any idea how to go about that. That's why she failed. Okay? She was too much about this media, publicity, attention, being a star. And that's why she failed. Okay? Because she graduated high school, she went to Stanford University, but she dropped out. Right? Not because she got some fantastic idea, but she got fantastic ideal. She was an idealist, but at the same time, she was so wrapped up in this politics of Silicon Valley to be famous, media attention, investors, some connections with very powerful people, old men, all right, with a lot of money, a lot of influence, like Henry Kissinger, among others. Okay, so she was more into this politics of Silicon Valley as opposed to science and engineering, right? Yeah, she wanted to be like Steve Jobs, right? But she didn't have any good ideas. She got good ideals. Yeah, perhaps one day in the future, one single drop of blood, maybe that will be enough. Okay, but with current technology, it's not. Yeah, you gotta draw blood from the vein, like capillary, single drop of blood. No, it takes more than that. Within the uh, constraint of current technology, and that's what she ended up doing. But she lied about it. Okay, that's why she's in this trial. Multiple accusations, lying, fraud. Yeah, that's why she's in this trial as a defendant, right? So we'll take 5 minutes break, right? Then we'll talk about Tesla Motor Company. Yeah, Mr. Elon Musk, electrical car, SpaceX. Okay, because my prediction, the bottom line conclusion, he's like, oh, Miss Elizabeth Holmes. Okay, Mr. Elon Musk, his Tesla Motor Company, I think it's just economic bubble, right? Because he doesn't have a good idea, right? He doesn't quite understand science and engineering, all right? My recommendation, yeah, they better get back to PayPal, all right? Get back to the basics, as opposed to this driverless car, electrical car, space X, space travel. It's all bubble, okay? Because people may be fooled for temporarily fixed time period, but eventually they will catch up, okay? So they will realize how absurd this idea is, okay? Electrical car, space travel, SpaceX, autonomous driverless car is they are all bad ideas. People, it may take some time, but people will learn how absurd that idea is. So trap, hype, this hypnosis, mesmerization, this enchantment, right? But eventually people will wake up, come to the real reality. They will come to the senses, all right? Because people are not stupid, not for long, maybe temporarily, right? So, Mr. Elon Musk, my recommendation to this Tesla Motor Company, they need to change their business model. Otherwise, will collapse. They will go bankrupt. Okay, that's my prediction, right? Electrical car, space travel, driverless car, it's not gonna fly for long. Okay, it's not gonna work. Why? Because it's based on this hype, popularity, populist. You know, my right hand wrist is still hurting. Okay, so yeah, we'll just use my left hand. Okay, it's not gonna work. Okay, come on. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. They better change their business model. They better repent. Tesla Motor Company, Mr. Elon Musk. Otherwise, my prediction, they will crash and burn, right? And they go bankrupt, belly up, all right? Because electrical cars, space travel, driverless cars, it sounds very fancy, but it's vacuum, like moral vacuum. That I learned about this term, phrase, when I was studying LSAT, law school admission test. Okay, so moral vacuum. Okay, yes, it's just empty bubble. Okay, it's big, but it's empty inside. It's not Intel inside. Do 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 do. Pentium, Intel Pentium. Oh, I'm computer chip, CPU, Intel inside. But it's not that. Okay? It's like nothing inside. It's big bubble. When it gets too big, it will pop, burst, and people will start to cry. Tesla Motor Company, Mr. Elon Musk. Okay, he has no idea. He's just showmanship. You wanna be famous. He just, yeah. That's my opinion. Right? I'm not trying to damage this Tesla Motor Company. Right? I'm concerned because they don't have any good product. They have media hype. Yeah, stock market it runs on rumors, popularity. I get it, okay, but if they don't have any content, substance, it's not gonna last very long. Why? Because yeah, people we may be stupid, but not for long. In time, we'll know. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. And then we continue on this whatever random walk, random talk, right? It's my Saturday too, right? I want to relax. We paid enough contribution for mathematics, population growth model. We disproved, accepted for decades. E to the x, whatever, okay? We disproved that shit. We came up with a better mathematical model, formula, equation. There's more truth to the reality, biology, right? Oh, these mathematicians, they love this Euler's number E 2.73 because it's mathematically convenient, right? Oh, differential equation, yeah, integrated, okay, yeah. What? You integrate 1 over x, it become ln x, log natural x. You differentiate log natural x, become 1 over x. Oh, yeah. Euler, Mr. Euler, yeah. He's so cool. So let's plug that in this modeling of population growth. Okay. Yeah, let's make some narrative, okay? Oh. But mathematicians, okay, they don't understand biology. They're armchair mathematicians. Like armchair psychologists. Okay. But don't get me wrong, okay, I have nothing against psychologists. They want to help people. They are cool. Alright? We'll take 5 minutes break, please. I hope you are having fun. Alright. Happy belated Valentine's Day weekend. Valentine's Day yesterday, right? But this is Valentine's Day weekend, right? Happy Valentine's Day weekend, okay, so. Yeah. Yeah, this is what? Under Siege, this guy, Tommy Lee Jones, whatever. Oh, he's doing this fighting with this guy. What's his name? Steven Seagal, right? Whatever. Oh, Okay, we are back. My right wrist is still healing, okay? We'll give it some time, alright? So I mostly use my left hand, alright? So, yeah, I'm a lefty now, alright? Okay. Yeah, if you are Google YouTube employee, thank you for letting me be, okay? Thank you for letting me stay, alright? Thank you for letting me be, letting me, okay, letting me to be me. I'm trying to rhyme, alright? But it does make sense though, okay? Yeah. So thank you, Google YouTube. Yeah, you may be liberal, democratic, secular, but half of me is that too. I'm pro-choice. Okay? You and I, Mr. Ms. Google YouTube employee. You, Google YouTube employee, and me. We are not that different. We are not that different. Okay? We have some common denominator. All right. Now we are making no sense. Okay, whatever. This is what we do here. Okay, we are humanologists. We are goofers. We goof off. We love goofing. All right. You are Google YouTube employee. Guess what? Guess what? T. We are goofy. Googly, doodly. We are goofy. 2E. Okay? Just making a joke, okay? So. Yeah, we are not that different, okay? You and I. If I say so, is it an insult? What? Do you see me as a somebody dirty just because I'm conservative Christian Republican? You think I'm dirty? I apologize, okay? I'm sorry. Uh, but you know, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, undeclared, or apolitical people, right? We're all the same, okay? Yeah, like President Trump said, okay? We have the same color of blood, no matter what your race is. Red, right? Yeah. To go above and beyond what President Trump said, we have same color of teeth, or not. Yeah, our teeth is supposed to be white, but if you smoke cigarettes, if you drink coffee, it kind of brownized, turn yellow if you don't brush your teeth very often, alright? So white, brown, yellow, right? Whatever. Race politics. We're not gonna go there, okay? Why? Because I have been warned about that. I have been warned about that by Google YouTube employees, multiple of them. Okay. Hey, stop that, okay? Okay, yeah, I'll stop it. I listen. I know how to listen. I know how to obey. That's how I get to keep my jobs. Yeah, you have some objections, but at the same time, you learn how to be silent, overcome your urges to voice out. Just be there, be seen, but not heard. Yeah, be there as a listener, but silence your objections. It took me a long time to learn that. Okay, so okay, yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't quick and easy. Okay, it took me a long time to learn how to be silent, how to obey. It took me a long time. Okay, Okay, let's get back to this Miss uh, Elizabeth Holmes. Okay, not Elizabeth Taylor, not Elizabeth Warren, but Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah, she was wannabe. Okay, she wanted to be like Thomas Edison or Steve Jobs, right? But she didn't have idea how to achieve that. She had ideal, but one day it will come true. Okay? Single drop of blood as opposed to tubes and tubes of this. Yeah, it may come true one day, okay? But she didn't have any idea to do so. Why? She dropped out of Stanford University. Okay? Yeah, she dropped out, okay? She majored in chemical engineering, whatever, okay? So she got out. She made her company too early without any background ideas. She got ideal, but she didn't have any idea how to achieve that ideal. Yeah, Silicon Valley, they say in this documentary, inventor, alright? Yeah, fake it until you make it, right? I guess that was her motto, alright? It failed, alright? She single-handedly fooled so many big famous celebrities, right? Or investors, like, yeah, in terms of money and power and fame, yeah, ex Vice President Joe Biden and ex Secretary of State, not Jim Carrey, but Henry Kissinger, right? And then all this future secretary of whatever, right? Big influential people. She fooled them all, right? Because she's a woman, young, blonde, big blue eyes, white skin, very charming, very physically attractive, okay? And woman in this technology, Silicon Valley. So yeah, they just, oh, okay, you're a young woman, okay, you're very charming, you're Caucasian, big blue eyed, blonde hair, white skin, okay, tall, model type, figure, okay, yeah, yeah. Just this old man, Henry Kissinger, and ex Vice President Joe Biden, they were along with her, endorse her, support her, charming the dime, giving her a lot of money, accreditation, credits, endorsement, right? This Marine General, what's his name? Yeah, this like President Trump called him, nicknamed him, Mad Dog, whatever. Okay, I don't remember his name. Okay, whatever. Okay, yeah, she got multiple endorsement. Okay, so even from Sam Walton of Walmart, Walton family. Okay, yeah, they did donate millions of dollars, whatever. But now she went bankrupt. Okay, she got ideal, but she didn't have any idea to get there. Ideal versus real, ideal versus idea. All right, if you don't have an idea to transform real to ideal, so idea is that bridge, middleman, midwife. Okay, idea from real to ideal. In between, idea. She didn't have it. Okay, So these fantastic journalists, they questioned her, maybe from Wall Street Journal or CNN, I don't know, right? Perhaps you Miss Elizabeth Holmes, perhaps you went public too early. Perhaps you should have stayed in your school, Stanford University. Okay? Perhaps you came out too early, okay? Perhaps you're too immature, precocious. Okay? They said that. I'm just quoting them, paraphrasing them, okay? And I think they were right. Journalists, American journalists, President Trump, he has very bad opinion about American journalism, media. I don't. Yeah, whether they are Fox TV or CNN, MSNBC, CBS, who am I missing? Fox, NBC, CBS. Who am I missing? I don't know. I'm drunk. But mainstream media, they're not always bad. Sometimes they're very good, whether it be CNN, MSNBC, NBC, or CBS. Okay, so they asked this pointed question to Ms. Elizabeth Holmes. Perhaps you came too early. You came out too early. Maybe it's too precocious, too immature. Maybe perhaps you went public too early, okay? Perhaps you should have spent your capital and time and money into research and development. Okay? You got ideal, but you don't have any idea to translate from real to ideal. Okay? Perhaps you got too ambitious. I'm not paraphrasing at this point. I'm adding my own stuff as a theatrical writer, screenplay, playwright. Alright. So that's how I see it. Okay, Ms. Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah, she wanted to be this Alexander the Great, the conquistador, conqueror. Yeah, Steve Jobs, Thomas Edison. But she got that ambition, that zeal, pep, energy, ambition. She worked very hard from this documentary, what I heard, right? But yeah, connection, yeah, political connection, family connection, okay. This influential old man like Henry Kissinger and Mathis. Now I remember Ellis's last name. Marine veteran general. Yeah, Mad Dog Mathis, right? President Trump nicknamed him. Okay. Yeah, sure. He was in the board, right? On the board with this crazy liar, this pathological, this charismatic liar, Miss Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah, this Mad Dog Mathis, more in 5-star general, okay, he got fooled. Not just him, Henry Kissinger, Mr. Henry Kissinger, former Secretary of State. Sam Walton, Walmart family. Oh, this is finally this woman, female, with big ambition, big ideas to save humanity, healthcare. Yeah, female, young female. Okay, they all got fooled. Caucasian, blonde haired, white skinned, blue-eyed, big blue-eyed, slender, narrow shoulder, tall, very slender model type. Okay, great looking figure, very charming, attractive, physically attractive. Okay, so she fooled all these old men with power, like ex Vice President Joe Biden, ex President, former President Barack Obama, Mr. Henry Kissinger, Mr. General Mad Dog Mathis, Maureen, right? She fooled them all. Okay? All these celebrities, high governmental officials, stars, celebrities, the celestial bodies, vice president, generals in Marine, big time CEOs, they got fooled, deceived by this one Caucasian, blonde, long hair, white skinned, big blue eyed, beautiful lady, Miss Elizabeth Holmes. She fooled them all. Haha. All these old men, mostly Caucasian men, you are like ex vice president, you are like Marine generals, you are big time CEOs, investors, whatever, even lawyers, right? I don't remember his name, okay? Yeah, she fooled them all. Old white men in power as a young white woman. She fooled them all. I can appreciate that, okay? So, yeah, she got some smarts, charismatic influence. Yeah, charisma. Yeah, she got some charisma. She got white skin, big blue eyes, long blonde hair, right? Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm a good listener, okay? Oh, long blonde hair, big blue eyes, white skin, tall, slender, model type figure, okay? Yeah. You are old man, no matter what your race is. Yeah, I'm here, listening to you, looking at you, eye to eye, okay? Mesmerization, hypnosis, mesmerized. She mesmerized all these old men with her physical charm and her humility, perhaps. She's a very smart lady, okay? So I hope and pray that her career does not end here. I because she's very smart and very beautiful lady, okay? I hope she continue with her business venture. Perhaps she should go back to school to learn more about science and engineering because she dropped out. Okay, but she got some good potential. Okay, she's smart. Miss Elizabeth Holmes. Okay, yeah. My recommendation to her: go back to school, learn the basics, science and engineering. Okay, because she got good ideas, ideals, and she's very smart. Okay, so she was able to fool all this old white man, ethnic man. Okay, yeah. Okay, time is up. Okay, yeah, yeah. So no matter what you are, who you are, we make mistakes. I did too. Okay, we all make mistakes. It's human condition. We are all only human. We are not God or son or daughter of God. Okay, we make mistakes. Let's repent and relearn. Go back to the basics. Okay? Yeah, education. That's the solution for human peace, elimination of crime. That's what I want to say to the next big meeting, political meeting next month in March. Yeah, we need to educate people, learn the value of education. Then all the crimes, it will cease, it will stop. Okay? Education, knowledge, wisdom. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise Lord Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you. See you later. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day weekend. Okay? Bye.